My name is Adewale Oyorinde Smart. I'm the Director General of Nigeria Employers Consultative Association, NECA. NECA is a business membership organization. Some call it an employers federation. Some also call it an employers union. But basically what we do is to try and influence the business environment so that the private sector can thrive. The private sector is the engine of growth in any economy. So our role is to ensure that government understands the nexus between private sector development and overall economic objectives. So what we do basically is to advocate for a favorable environment for organized private sector, because the sustainability and competitiveness of the private sector translates directly to economic growth and inclusive national development. Well, the 2026 summit, leveraging reforms, because last year we discussed reforms, as it were, and so many issues have been raised about the reforms, so many perspectives have been shared about the reforms. And sometimes those that are supposed to benefit from the reforms don't also understand the details of the reforms. And as they say, the devil is in the details. So our perspective this year is to actually get the private sector to not only understand the reform, but now leverage the reform for business competitiveness. There are a lot of opportunities that reform has thrown up. There are a lot of concessions that the reform has proposed to give, both from different perspectives. From perspective of the tax laws, from the reforms in immigration, from the reforms in aviation, different strata of the economy where reforms are basically happening. So this session of the summit aims to amplify those opportunities so that businesses can leverage those opportunities for competitiveness. And as businesses remain competitive, it translates naturally to inclusive economic development. That's basically the focus for us, as it were, and I think significantly, we achieved that objective. I think for us, respectfully, the Nigerian Economic Summit Group have run the summits, the NECA Summit, for over 30 years with significant milestones. And for us, the summit is just 5 years. And it has not only gathered enough goodwill, it has built its own integrity at the local level, it has built its own goodwill at the local level, and its impact at the local level is verifiable. And we feel it is now the time to leverage this platform to draw attention to the economic progress that Nigeria is making. And with NECA's affiliation and active participation in Business Africa. Business Africa is the foremost business group in Africa with over 50 employers federations across Africa. And also leverage our key role at the International Labour Organization, where we have over 187 countries. So our plan is make the summit an international summit where we can now invite businessmen from international forums to come down to Nigeria and be part of the employer summit. Because the truth is this: for an investor or an employer that has funds to invest and he wants to come to Nigeria, he might make inquiry from the Nigeria Investment Promotion Council. He might make inquiries from different government agencies. But the testimonial of businesses in Nigeria will do more favorably, or will do more to convince that investor whether to come here or not. And what we want to do is create that expanded forum where we bring in business people, investors globally using our reach and network, so that they're part of this conversation. So Nigerian businesses have opportunity to invest outside, and those foreign investors also have opportunity to come and invest in Nigeria. That is the whole concept of it. So it's a mutually beneficial project, benefiting employers in Nigeria and then benefiting the nation, as it were. Well, first we want to thank God for the vision, because it came just like a seed, and we've been able to translate that seed into something that is now gathering over 400, 500 people within the confines of an event place. And we also want to thank our partners, all member companies, those that have sponsored, those that have supported, those that have provided advices, both technical and financial. I want to thank them for the support. We are moving to the next level, and we just hope strongly that they will be part of that next level, not only for their business's sake, but for the sake of organized private sector, and then for the sake of the Nigerian economy as well.